up, fellas? Welcome back to Legendary TV. Name is Phil Legend. Wait, hold up. Name is Phil Legend. Emphasis on the legend. There we go. Okay. Today we have Blade versus Buffy. Marvel versus Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, so wait, what was I about to say? I know about the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie through CinemaSins, but I don't remember much of that, so I'm just getting to know it. And as much as I want to root for my boy Blade, I want to get to know Buffy. And so, it evens out. So, with all that said, check it out. And they're really going back to live action again. I haven't seen that since Winter Soldier versus Red Hood. Yeah, that's the one. Check it out. What the heck? What the heck? Why you got my boy looking? Why you got my boy looking psycho over here? What the heck? Alrighty.
Blade versus Buffy, the Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer. He's wears an iron boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. They are known by many names: Revenant, Vortalot, Nosferatu. Vampires! When the moon is out and the night is young, these undead demons are out for blood. Fitting then that the greatest foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day. Blade.
Yes, sir.
Is that really his costume?
Oh, that's his versus, huh?
Now there's a man
knew?
who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically
That's why he's my boy.
the comic book movie craze. And yet, he is also
Really?
seemingly the only one who knows or
Really? Blade was like the guy that started the comic book movie craze. Because I know comic book movies were very crappy back in the 70s or something, but you telling me that it only took Blade to really kick off the whole comic book trend movie thing? Come on now.
that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist. Seriously, nobody talks about this. Blade doesn't need anyone's help. He'll just aura farm by himself. Even Blade's birth was hardcore. Just as the young Eric Brooks' mother was in labor, her attending doctor...
Okay, he does jazz. Alright, I like it. I Am Legend. Alright. Brielle? Boy thing? What is a boy thing? Hold up. My first time. Wait, what? Dampier? What the heck? Alright, let me... Brielle. Why that sounds like something food related. Right, talking about the lady or New Jersey. And I already know people got a thing for New Jersey, but what about this boy thing? Hold up. Marvel. What the heck? Is that him? What the heck? Bruh, what kind of Swamp Thing? That's just Swamp Thing. I think. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm getting a little off topic by all these likes here, but damn fear, what the heck? And he's 100 years old. God dang.
Deacon Frost, and he drank her blood right before she gave birth. This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning him half human, half vampire. A dampier, giving him a ton of vampy powers, but none of their weaknesses like garlic, holy water, or sunlight. Eric would hone these abilities under the tutelage of vampire hunter Jamal Afari, sharpening him into a blade that would reap the vampire plague for good. Blade is strong and fast enough to toss around 1,000-pound demons and got bullets out of the air. He can keep up with Wolverine, who can deflect Cyclops' light-speed optic blasts, and his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle exploding. He can heal small wounds immediately and can sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses. Also, his fangs can drain his victims of magical energies. After studying the ways of Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah, yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu.
Street Fighter 4, that was my game.
Stated to know is Krav Maga. We know he's mastered more. So, for the full scope of his martial arts ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes. By looking at Snipes' training and choreography,
I still haven't seen the movies. I need to. Like, I have the DVD of it, I think. No, I have it. That was the remote. I have the DVD right here. And yeah, I never got to see this movie. What the heck? I need to. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna watch the movie.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, kickboxing, Shotokan karate, and Hapkido. Add on Blade's knack for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call him Marvel's...
Private Scout, this campsite ain't big enough for the 4 of us. Want me to get a fire going?
No, I'm good.
Batman! Blade's
I mean, yeah, because Batman did learn multiple martial arts as well.
Dracula. Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right there. Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone, nursing a wound within him that would never heal. A hole that could never be filled. Not with that attitude. Blade took a page out of the book.
Alright, so Arsenal. Boy thing? Again? This, you telling me he uses boy thing as the discount swamp thing? Okay. Alright, so blades, body armor, countless firearms, explosive, already know. Prosthetic gun hand, okay. And this is goggles, gauntlets. Okay. Breathing gun, motorcycle. Okay, that's pretty edgy.
The boomstick and tried filling that hole with every kind of weapon imaginable. He's got so many, they're his apartment decorations. Handguns, assault rifles, and explosives make up the brunt of his firepower. And he enjoys getting up close and personal with his dual acid-etched titanium katana. Speaking of glorious Nippon steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium. Specifically, secondary adamantium. A variant of the metal that is mass-producible. It might not be quite as strong as Cap's shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk. Naturally, Blade has even more swords. His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments. The Word Sword can harm intangible demons, and the Justiciar can slay...
Was that the universal being?
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his
What?
ass, like a Hellfire shotgun that burns your soul,
like a universal
or
being.
hypodermic needles filled with
what?
gas, like a Hellfire shotgun that burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire blood. Seems kind of dumb to turn people into vampires, but it does make them more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal. All that pales in comparison
Why,
to the
though?
arch weapon of hell.
Doesn't feel worth it at all.
The breathing gun. It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down. The wounds they...
That remind me of something. Like Soul Eater. Like a sentient weapon. Darn, I forgot. It was something. I don't know.
Cause cannot be healed. And if they get lodged in your body, they'll slowly devour you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Blade took everything he had and fought his one-man war for almost 100 years. He's battled hordes of vampires.
So he got experience.
Infiltrated the Pentagon, and even took on Spider-Man like Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blade's even bested the spirit of vengeance, Zarathos. And while he occasionally allied with teams like the Avengers, he prefers to work alone. I probably would too if they only cared about me when I was helping them and not ridding the world of, you know, vampires. That, and Blade is scared of what he might
always
do if he
wondered.
loses...
Okay, let's see. 90 years. So he got experience. Harmed Cosmic Ghost Rider with the breathing gun. Tore bodies apart with his bare... Okay. Blocked gunfight with his nunchaku. Alright. Dodge Count Von... I don't even know what this guy is. Survived Hulk throwing him into the sky. Okay. Fought a horde of killer geese with Deadpool. Oh, what made him killer? Dracula, Deacon Frost, Zathros, and Varney? Alright.
because he does have one classic vampire weakness, a thirst for blood. Even more so after he had a daughter, Brielle, whom he avoided.
Oh,
endangering her.
what the heck?
His bloodlust
Okay.
does overwhelm him. He will enter a berserker rage, skyrocketing his strength at the cost of his sanity. Though it does make him even better at killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass. Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of Boston with a wave of his hand. Drac apparently didn't hold a grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of vampires, a vampire nation in the ruins of Chernobyl. Amazingly, Dracula has even given Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms.
What in the Muzan?
A horde of bats or a cloud of mist. So he can force his way inside your body and blow you up from the inside out.
God damn. What? Okay, so he drank the dude's blood. He got more abilities. What is this, Demon Slayer? What the heck?
With the Ant-Man, Blade's hatred of vampires is only matched by his hatred of himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter, training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior. Even after Blade was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test.
Wait,
Fire
what?
ever.
First, like, okay.
And tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world, and proving that Blade's lonely war need not be so lonely anymore. With his daughter at his side, and also this plant creature,
Yeah, boy thing.
let Marvel's vampires beware, for should they indulge their unnatural urges, they will be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
Yes, sir. All right, check out Buffy.
Today's battle is sponsored.
Okay.
$5 lineup, prize picks. It's good to be right.
Sometimes. Hey, y'all can't even do this yourselves? I'm not against it, just wow, y'all are that lazy.
Yeah. A meeting for coffee? Megan, I love you.
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer. For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers, and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer, and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything. Buffy Ann Summers. Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity.
Okay. Only killed at least 2. Okay. Okay.
Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe, marry Christian Slater, and die. But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny. Like, total bummer. Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slang, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops. Forcing her
Why?
to move to Sunnydale, California to start
What
a
was
new
the point
life,
of that?
Far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup. Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hell mount, where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable. Yeah,
That's kind of a red
Valley,
flag.
right? Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and Xander. Buffy and her Scooby gang would battle a never-ending series of monsters.
God.
And we mean truly never-ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels. Tens of thousands of pages of Buffy lore you've never heard of. But we're just
this might be interesting.
Speed read 'em all. Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden stakes, of course.
Okay, so crossbow, knives and stakes, Morningstar grenades, flamethrower, rocket launcher, hellfire launcher, Hope's dagger, laser rifle. Okay, Olaf's hammer, glove of that, and a razor blade. Okay. However, she doesn't have a sentient weapon. So I guess Blake kind of has the edge in arsenal.
Sometimes dipped in Gorgon venom that can turn you to stone. Though she's also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it. When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
Okay, so that's a lot more than... I guess that was more than Blades? I don't even know. It sounded like... Sounded like more than Blades.
Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
And despite her lack of armor...
No. Alright, so imagine you're trying to crack somebody, right? Like, imagine like you're cracking someone at a dorm room and then the whole building just falls apart. It's crazy work. That's all I gotta say.
She can survive massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephalian's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can even fight blindfolded, but if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic makes her weirdly resilient to esoteric...
Wait, alright, so heightened senses, martial arts, weapons expertise, Cloutier's trance, Slayer mode, human resistance to mind control, clairvoyance, poison, physical possession, soul manipulation, memory manipulation. Memory manipulation? Okay. I didn't know there was like a putty from One Piece over here. What the heck?
Attacks, like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons.
Jeez.
She was just fine.
She might not show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer put a huge burden on Buffy's life.
Unable to live normally, she felt isolated, forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world. That must be one of those metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight, and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head.
Wait, every Slayer subconsciously inherits the memories of all the previous Slayers. How does that work? So, does it like come to you naturally?
Dating back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt of every battle a Slayer has ever fought, and can call upon those skills in a fight, even subconsciously.
But this includes...
Okay, that's kind of useful.
Countless women violently dying young. A reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the Hell God Glory. After leaping into Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
A glory hole, if you will.
Buffy sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a hero's death.
It appears my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Okay,
Finally freed of her unfair earthly responsibilities, Buffy's soul
she died at 20?
to heaven in perfect bliss.
What the heck? What was that
Play
about?
unlocked on PC with Google Play Games.
Until her friends brought her back to life in the agony of existence. This
Because
Buffy, and
I guess they needed
ironically,
that because they needed new Buffy episodes. Maybe that's why.
annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that's rough, Buffy. But with the show renewed for more seasons, she had to nut up and continue her endless crusade against all things Spirit Halloween.
Buffy's battled for 48 hours straight, defeated
Alright, destroy the Seed of Wonder, lifted Olaf's enchanted hammer. Okay, that's kind of... Alright, so it's like Thor, but I guess something similar like that. Caught a sword that sealed that, survive Willow's unrestrained magic power, match Oz's micro-millisecond reactions, gouged out the Hell Lord's eye, yeesh, withstood lightning from the Gatherer, defeated a Master, Dracula, First Evil, and Hellmother. Okay.
Vampires immune to traditional vampiric weaknesses, and destroyed the Sword of Sano, which caused the Great Hanshin earthquake.
And of course, both Buffy and her friends have defeated countless immensely powerful demons.
Like the Queller Demon, which arrived as a meteor and caused the Tunguska explosion, which destroyed over 2,000 square kilometers of forest. Or the Sorrow Demon, which caused a storm that blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture a continental shelf, and took hits from Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced off against the First Evil, literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced into battles against stronger and stronger baddies,
Dang.
Buffy clearly needs
Dang.
something to even the odds. The, Slayer Saint.
It's actually a Bardiche,
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. This thing is bullshit.
containing the essence of Buffy's Slayer powers and created to defeat ancient demons. The scythe can deflect magical projectiles.
Okay, so it's a counterpart to the Excalibur, forged to kill old ones. And the essence of Buffy's. Alright. Cuts through magic, absorbs, reflects, and redistributes power. Magical wars against theft and power removal. Conceived a child? You know what? Yeah, not gonna ask.
Slice through
What
just
the heck?
about anything. Ghosts, magic, even space itself, destabilizing
Oh, that
reality
too?
in the process.
Oh, it's right there. What the heck?
Silas, the devourer of worlds. Kinda like Galactus, but
Galactus.
instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And there goes his head.
The scythe is easily the most
Alright, so you're telling me that Silas eats the entire multiverse? I might need to look into this guy. I might. At this point, I might be looking for a Galactus versus Silas over here.
And there goes his head.
The scythe is easily the most powerful tool in her arsenal. In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer was no longer a burden, but a purpose.
And by sharing her Slayer powers with thousands of girls around the world, they all teamed up and kicked the First Evil's ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on, a sisterhood of Slayers.
And thousands more reasons for any wannabe demon conqueror to stay away from Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Okay. Alright, now that I checked out Buffy. Man. Blade, I like you. You're the most edgiest guy I know. But I might need to go for Buffy on this one. Yeah, Blade had more experience in, like, Arsenal. I mean, then again, Blade has a sentient weapon, and Buffy has, like, a broken psyche that can cut through magic, literally space. But, it sounds like Buffy can literally survive through anything. Even if she, like, what was I just lost my train of thought. Moving on.
Hey, as
Okay.
you know, it's still October.
You mean... Alright,
Okay.
Newspapers.com. The past. Read all about it.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a live-action death battle!
Alright, let's do this! It's the bar? Oh, it is. Uh-oh. There she is. Now, why does she look familiar? Dang it, I don't know. I forgot. And that's okay. Oh, she's trying to get them. Blade. You already know.
Long before they had a name for kings. What now? Star. Hunted. Forgotten. You have waited long enough. Tonight, we remember who we were. Tonight, we take back what was always ours.
Nah, I won't do that for you, fam. Yo, what's good, bruh?
That's just the start.
Got him. Bah. Okay, they look okay. They kind of cooking here with the visuals I don't know why, but Buffy looks so familiar. Right in the eye. That's gotta hurt. Two birds with one stone. Bah. Weave. Got him. Must be the holy hand grenade. Or something like that. Oh, that was a flashbang? At least that's what it looked like. Oh. Now you gotta be wiped out too. Bah! The sentient weapon.
Wait! She was just a kid. Not anymore.
What the heck? Does Blade sound a little younger here? Nah, that crossbow ain't gonna work. Leave. Ooh, alright. There we go. Okay. He's one of his weapons. Kinda neat. Leave. Dang. Leave. Steak. Dang.
You want your damn mind?
Lock in, Buffy. Dang. Ah, right in the toilet. Crazy work. Uh-oh. He's got a healing factor though. Same as Blade too though, but yeah. Time to these hit makers.
Tiny little character, and in fighting games, that
Amateur hour.
so some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
Dang. Dang. You just gonna take that? She fast. And he got the psych. Got him. Uh-oh. Oh! Ooh, I don't even know about this one.
Another sword.
I see you cut through adamantium.
Oh, man.
Bring it on.
Buffy might be cooked. Oh. Dang. Weave. Weave. Bomb. Ooh! Here it comes. It's about to break, ain't it? Oh, never mind. Ooh, got him. Did it break the sword too? Oh, it did. I figured. That cycle was kind of broken. And his head. Oh. Okay, Buffy. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh yeah.
Looks like you got
Dr. Shakespeare.
ahead of yourself.
KO! To be Blade tenured no longer. I'm
What the-
surprised. I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history, he'd have the edge.
Believe it or not,
I thought so.
Buffy is actually in more comics than Blade.
Really?
Man, Blade
Man.
can't catch a break.
Let's break this down into 4 categories.
All right, so
Than Blade.
Really? Man, Blade can't catch a break.
Let's break this.
okay, so they brought it up to stats, versatility, and trump cards. Since Blade had more experience, you know what? Nah,
Down
I ain't
into
gonna
4
do that.
categories.
I ain't
First
gonna
up,
do that.
stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant explosions.
Like, sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling to the monsters they fought, compare Dracula creating a storm that covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles, a city over 5 times larger. You might be able to compare Blade to Spider-Man like
Spider-Man.
Miles, who absorbed a bomb that could blow up Harlem, but that's significantly weaker than Whistler containing a blast that could wipe out London. They could both dodge light beams, but that doesn't keep Buffy from taking the overall edge in stats.
Blade's used to being the odd man out, though, so his versatility is just as important.
With Blade's numerous powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars. Not to mention, he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and immunity to traditional vampire weaknesses kept Buffy on the back foot for a time. Blade wins versatility.
But when it comes to skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
Both of them were masters of a similar number of martial arts.
And Blade has been kicking vampire ass
For
a
years.
century, way longer than Buffy's even been alive.
While Blade
Yeah.
may have more personal experience, Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles dating back to the Stone Age, at least 40 times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill. Even then...
Does that even count? I mean, most likely. I don't
They
even know.
both had weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly, regardless of all else.
They're trump cards. Fortunately, for
Obviously,
Buffy,
Buffy
she
got that
actually
one.
countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite? Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul. Check.
Preventing Blade turning to mist and exploding her from the inside out? Check.
Meanwhile, Blade had no way to survive, say, Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even with the deadly and just plain
Breathing
gross
gun.
breathing gun, Blade did not have anything as potent as the Slayer sight. It could easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its space-cutting ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't believe us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him.
Wait, so
the
that's
same
what
kind of
Skeletons was
thing.
made of?
Wolverine's beta adamantium skeleton is
I never
a
knew
much
that.
tougher version of the same metal.
I learn something new
Since
every
the
day.
scythe could kill Silas, a multiverse devouring god. I think you could take down Blade with a big enough swing.
Giving Buffy the final advantage over the Daywalker.
Yeah,
Really thought
that's...
Blade had a chance, but Buffy sure put a damn fear on things.
The winner is Buffy the Vampire
All
Slayer.
right, Buffy.
Next time
All right, what's
on
next?
Death Battle.
Final Fantasy. Dante? Oh, they got Dante and look like protagonist from Final Fantasy 16.
Subscribe and
Dante versus Clive. All right. I'm a Final Fantasy guy and a Devil May Cry guy. Now, this might be interesting. So yeah, Blade versus Buffy. Hey, that was good. That was good. I like the fight. Now, ooh, hold up. As I already know, a lot of Blade meat writers gonna be whining in the comments. Let's see. The Vampire DJ. I hope Blade went as I cut through. yeah, I thought so, cause again, that's broken. So I bet he's kind of cooked. Might as well pack it up there. In Marvel Midnight Suns, there's an optional conversation with Captain Marvel, which tell you that Blade's favorite show is. Huh. All right. Never knew that. Okay. All right. Blade lost because Marvel refuses to do anything with his character. I mean, sure, just keep telling yourself that. Oh yeah, Buffy one-shot at a dude who eats multiverses daily. Yeah. Yeah, it's been over. Like, Buffy is kind of broken, but not really. Well, other than that, Phil Legend signing off. Good day.